The ability to save time and reach more people efficiently and conveniently will be key for any politician campaigning ahead of the August 9th general election. Now, this has led to a mad rush to buy or even hire choppers and high-end motor vehicles in preparations for the do-or-die contest that will include party primaries coming up next month. Now, a report from the South African Tax Authority states that about 325 new aircrafts were brought into the country in 2020. While the data may appear a little bit exaggerated, it is obvious that the number of choppers currently in use in the campaign trails has gone up. KTN's Emmanuel Toh with a report.
Helicopters. They are fast, efficient and convenient. And with the tight timelines leading up to the August 9 general election, including the party primary slated for next month, reports show a notable increase in the daily use of choppers and high-end vehicles. According to data from the South African Revenue Service, a total of 325 helicopters were brought into Kenya in 2020.
They must have been in transit to other countries, because they were not destined for Nairobi. In 2021, we registered 36 aeroplanes, of which 3 were helicopters, but we deregistered 10. But in 2022, so far we have registered only 1 helicopter. So when you look at the registrations and the deregistrations over the last 5 years, the total number of helicopters remained the same at 67.
Sources intimate that the number could have grown from 67 in 2021 to about 100 this year. Former Kiambu Governor William Kabogo is one of the few people in Kenya who owned the valued machines in the early 2000s.
There may be over 100 choppers now in Nairobi just doing campaigns. By the year 2000, there were about only 3. I think Bwana Biwot had 1, Nyachai had 1, the late Nyachai, and I had 1.
The current political environment, he says, requires politicians who want to cast their nets wider to use helicopters that can land almost anywhere without the complication of finding a runway.
But the economy now is tough. Even to fuel a chopper is not easy. But when need be, we want to use one, we can find one.
Between now and let's say by end of June, I expect at least a few more helicopters will be imported for purposes, including campaigns.
Deputy President William Ruto, ODM leader Raila Odinga, and Amani National Congress Party leader Musalia Mudavadi are among politicians who currently own such aircrafts. However, the high cost of purchasing or hiring explains the limited number of these whirly birds in Kenya's skies.
Cost of hiring a helicopter is about $2,500 an hour. That's about 300,000 shillings per hour. And if you need to do 5 to 6 hours per day for a period of 3 to 4 months, that is a lot of money. The ones that are suitable for those kind of campaigns are actually very expensive. They cost in the region of $2.5 million. That is nearly 300 million shillings.
And while the choppers may be a reserve of a few top politicians, down on the ground, it is a common belief that any aspirant worth his salt will at least employ one top-of-the-range off-road vehicle to cover the terrain, if not more. This video of tens of 4x4 Toyota Prados zooming off from the Jubilee headquarters is proof of what the coming days hold. The now revamped Jubilee Party ready to break the bank in a show of might. Owning such machine doesn't come cheap. A 2018 base model Toyota Land Cruiser Prado will set you back some 5 million shillings. For a newer version of the same manufactured in 2021, you will need to cough out at least 3 million shillings more to get to the 8 million mark. The razzmatazz has also been witnessed within the Azimio camp. ODM Chief Odinga, in readiness to hit the ground running, received a fleet of branded campaign vehicles a few months ago at the party's headquarters.
There's need to reach out to people, to communicate and talk to them clearly, and therefore this donation is not something that we take for granted.
Watu wangano mnasemaje?
The UDA team, led by the Deputy President William Ruto, has also not been left behind. The wheelbarrow may be the party's symbol, but the mode of transportation of choice, at least when they hit the ground running after chopper hopping from hundreds of kilometers away in matters of minutes, is by no degree shabby. With only about 160 days to the next general election, politicians are now putting their houses in order, acquiring state-of-the-art machinery to help them in their campaigns. Emmanuel To, KTN News, Nairobi.
Right, it's a good time to take another break on News Hour. When we come back, we'll try and make